Yeah, I'll start with the questions. You guys can fire it away.
Chris Alvin for Fight News. Great fight today. You were definitely more aggressive. You came forward more. Can you tell us more about your strategy for the fight and how it adjusted throughout the championship rounds?
You know, the style was definitely to be aggressive and to put pressure on Amir, not let him rest. You know, I don't think I took a backward step in the full 12 rounds. But we wanted to put the pressure on, you know, impose my physical strength. You know, I think I'm a lot stronger than people really know about. So we wanted to impose that early, and I felt that I was having great success. And especially early on, I felt that the pace was going to catch up to him, and you know, the second half of the fight was going to be mine.
Question: Can you describe the level of disappointment that you felt after you heard the decision that Khan won?
You know, I'm a competitor, you know, and I'm a fighter, so of course, you know, I feel that I won the fight. I felt great in there. You know, I felt that I was in control a lot of the rounds. There was action because I was pressing. I felt like I landed the cleaner, harder shots. I felt like I buzzed them several times throughout the fight. You know, it's one of those things. You know, that when that final bell rang, I thought it was definitely my fight. But you know, it was definitely disappointing. You know, it was surprising too. You know, but you know, that happens sometimes.
Chris, you switched trainers before this fight. John David Jackson. He said he was impressed with your work ethic through the camp. What are some of the biggest differences you've noticed you've made between the Pacquiao fight to now the Khan fight? Because you look like a different old fighter to most of us.
Mm-hmm. You know, John should get a lot of credit, you know, for what he did, but really he's just allowing me to be myself. You know, that style that I fought tonight, I had fun. That's the way I want to fight. You know, that's the way I like to fight. I like to be aggressive. I like to put pressure. I like to hit. You know, I like to fight. You know, so John is just kind of like, he gave me the okay to do that, so I ran with it.
Chris, was Khan's, I guess, his motive with this fight was to have a common opponent of Pacquiao. Do you feel that he made a good enough impression with this win? I mean, obviously you felt you won the fight, but...
What do you think? What do you guys think? Was that a statement for Khan?
Chris, early in the fight, it seemed like he had no answer for your right hand. You were doing a great job. You were landing it at will. But then, right here, Chris.
Okay.
But then there was an adjustment that Khan made midway through the fight where your right hand wasn't landing as much. Did you notice his adjustment, and what was it?
You know, he started moving more. You know, he wasn't right there in front of me for, you know, I was counting the right hand over his jab. You know, he switched the jab to the left hook. You know, which you know, instead of, you know, he was hooking right off the jab and come back with the right hand and then coming up with the left uppercut. So that was kind of the adjustment. He kind of abandoned the jab because I was countering it over it so often. But then I switched kind of to the left hook, and left hook was giving me good success late in the fight.
Chris, was the adjustment in weight, being a full-fledged 147 pounder, did that help you as much against his power, or was he just not? Did he just not have as much power as providing confidence?
You know, I felt real strong in that. I felt very strong. I felt great all week. You know, making the weight was easy. You know, and being in the ring with him. You know, he's been at welterweight for a couple of fights now. I felt like the bigger and stronger man. So you know, welterweight was a good move for me. In terms of his power, you know, it's I can't compare it really to a guy like Ruslan or even a guy like Pacquiao.
Hey, Chris, how you doing? This is Ryan Aegis from Behind the Gloves. Great fight tonight.
Thank you.
Fighter to fighter, did you have a sense that you had Amir shook at any point, or you got into his head during this fight?
He definitely knew he was in a fight. You know, I'm not sure if they really expected that. You know, I can't really speak on how he feels, you know, going into the fight or during the fight. But you know, we were in a fight. You know, and it was a scrap, and you know, there were times where I felt that he was uncomfortable.
Hey Chris, congrats on a great fight. You know, I think everyone would agree that you raised your stock in defeat, and you know, especially with your style on there tonight. I know the fight just ended, but who would you like to fight next? You're in one of the best weight classes in boxing, especially with PBC guys. So.
I'm really disappointed in the outcome of the fight, to tell you the truth, right now. I haven't really given much thought to what's going to happen after the fight. Leading up to this fight, I've been really focused on this. I've worked really hard in camp. I worked really hard tonight. And like I said, I'm just disappointed right now. I need to I want to watch the fight, score it myself, and move on from there. I think that if anything, I showed I belong. And that these top level guys, these elite guys, this is where I belong. I've been saying that the weeks leading up to this fight. I hope I proved that tonight, and I'd like to keep moving forward. And PBC is an awesome platform. It's really given a lot of us fighters a great opportunity, and it's great for the sport altogether.
Two more questions.
Curtis, I know a fight with Amir Khan is kind of hard to pass up, especially after fighting Manny Pacquiao. But do you think if you had more time under John David Jackson, you could have worked on a few more different things, and maybe an outcome would have been a little more decisive?
Woulda, coulda, shoulda. It's an opportunity. I've been the guy that's never passed up opportunities when they come up. I think a lot of young guys miss huge opportunities in their career because they're not willing to take risks. Bigger risk, bigger reward. But I said to John after the fight, there's a couple things we can still improve on. Balance being one of them. I felt off a couple times in there, but all together, I felt great tonight. I really did. And like I said, I can't stress enough. I had fun in the ring tonight, and I can't really say that I've had that in a long time.
Going forward, how much time do you want in between fights now to work with John David Jackson? I know you're still, a guy who's transformed from being a kickboxer to a boxer. You still have some kickboxing tendencies. How much time do you want to spend with John, sort of tweak yourself so you can hang now with any pure boxer, power boxer, be a complete boxer?
No disrespect to kickboxing. I'm not a kickboxer anymore. I'm a boxer, guys. I'm a world champion. The kickboxing thing, it was a part of my life. It was a career that I retired from years ago. I was a world champion there, but I'm a world champion boxer. Okay, I'm not a kickboxer turned boxer. That being said, I want to get right back to work. I love to train. The lifestyle down in Florida with John has been very fruitful, and I had fun in camp. I had fun tonight, so I want to get right back to work and keep improving. It's still improvement season. That's what I was saying after the Pacquiao fight. I got right back in the gym. It's only going up from here.
Thank you very much.
Let me get
Chris,
one more. Yeah.
do you feel like you've transitioned to a new stage of your career with this fight and the new alliance with John David Jackson?
I guess that's up to you guys. I'm happy where we're at. I'm not happy with the decision tonight, but it is what it is. Like I said, I got to go back and watch the fight and score it myself and move forward from here. But I'm looking forward to the future, and to keep learning and keep developing as a fighter. Guys, this is my 22nd pro fight, 22nd boxing fight. So the curve has been quick because I'm willing to fight the best out there. So I just got to keep learning, keep getting better, and it's going to be a fun road.
Thank you. Good job, Chris.
Thanks, guys.